Kicking off this new Flash run, we get the introduction of a new speedster in Godspeed, or at least it looks like it. What's up, everybody? I'm Stan, and welcome to Detail Comics, where I go over comics in detail. In this episode, I'm going to be doing a review of The Flash, issue number 1. So, The Flash, issue number 1, which is written by Joshua Williamson, it's a very different take on The Flash. I wouldn't say that it's very different. It's just that it's a different perspective. Because what we see how the actions of Barry Allen aren't always what we expect them to be. Because Barry Allen is the man that is the fastest man alive, and we anticipate him to be able to handle almost every kind of circumstance. But we get to see a little bit of his inner workings, because say like a crime scene that he goes to as a CSI, that's just one situation where the Flash wasn't fast enough to be everywhere he needed to be. He didn't provide nearly enough help. And there's a few circumstances, a few situations along this twisted rope of fate that lead to the creation of this character Godspeed. And we get to follow that progression along. Overall, the art is very good in this. Even though it's a slightly different style than what I'm really anticipating for Flash books, it's still something that lends itself very well. It's got a vibrance and electricity that kind of, it's natural how kind of evolved it goes into this story, and it really lends itself to the spectacle that is The Flash. That's why I'm really liking it a whole heck of a lot. As for my recommendations for a book like this, based on the way that the story's going, you're going to want to read issue 6. You're going to want to go 1 through 6. Joshua Williamson looks like he's setting up a great story arc, especially if you kind of peek a little bit ahead into some of the previews and some of the, some of the solicitations and things like that. It really looks like this is going to be a great development, and hopefully this can become a long-term character, this Godspeed antagonist that really plays off of the Flash. And I'm really looking forward to seeing where this goes, and I think that everybody else should be too, especially if they kind of relate to Barry Allen or the Flash as a character. After all, the Flash seems to be playing a really big part in DC Rebirth, and we need to see where he goes with Batman too. So, I'd say stay tuned on that one. So those are my thoughts on Flash number 1, but I want to hear what you have to say too, especially if you had a chance to read it. As always, if you like what you see, hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you want more news and reviews regarding comic books, comic book movies, comic book TV shows, and anything and everything inside the world of comics.